All right. Leslie Johnson, hey, welcome to the Dark Forest, Belgium Ball. Hey, how are you, Belgium? How is everybody doing? We just started like a minute ago, so it's probably going to take a couple minutes for people to hop on board if they're available. Having a good Thursday night? Yes, I am. Wrapped up work, ate some dinner, and then the wife and I wanted to go check out this new housing development that they're building. I would say more than half of it's already finished, but I guess there's another phase they're doing right now. So we're trying to see if it's too late, if all the spots have been bought, or if there's still some openings, if we could get our foot in the door and get a house. So, official Singsta, what's up? Been binging all day. Well, I'm glad you're binging. I'm glad. Spread me like butter. Share me with your friends. What's up? So we were checking out some houses today. There's like 3 different models that we're interested in. But one of them separates from the other 2 because of price. Yes, it's the cheaper one. But 2 out of the 3 have the exact same square footage, but one of them, for some reason, is like $8,000 more. And I think it's the only difference I see, because the square footage is the same, is because the washer and dryer is upstairs where the bedrooms are. And I'm like, well, I don't care about that. You know what I mean? Whatever. I'll save the $8,000 and I'll walk up the stairs for laundry. Whoop-de-doo. No big deal, right? So yeah, we'll see. We're going to meet up with the realtor for the new development on Sunday. And she's going to show us the models. The one that I want the most, she told me the model actually just closed. It was sold, so we might have to drive somewhere else to see it, because they have multiple different properties where they're building these homes under this construction company. Hey, Sharon, what's going on? Welcome. Aced Bridge, thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. More than you could even imagine. Especially now that we're trying to get our foot in the door in a house. Like, we're actually looking at houses now. Like, we're actually driving around, checking out new developments. A lot of the new development houses, they'll actually help you with closing costs, but not all of them do. And some do, but they don't offer a ton, because it's a buyer's market. It's a seller's market, so they don't really have to help you, because everybody's buying houses right now. Even though the frickin' prices are ridiculous. You would think it would slow down, but no. Prices keep going up. Leslie, Aced, you're too sweet. Leslie for president. Hey, traitor! Aced Bridge, you're a traitor! I'm supposed to be president. Leslie could be the vice president. So, have you received your backpack yet? Or has it been shipped out yet? Probably not. It's pretty soon, huh? It probably hasn't been shipped out yet. But shout out to Leslie for picking up she picked up the Dark Force backpack, guys. She's going to rock it with pride. Where are you from, Zach? Well, where I'm from and where I am located are 2 different things. I'm from California, but I don't live in California. Getting cold here now. Yes, it is. Absolutely. It's 49 degrees outside right now. Yeah. I'm in Tennessee, though. That's where I am now. We live in Tennessee. It hasn't been shipped yet. Well, they got to make it, Leslie, so I guess it takes some time. But it'll get to you. Believe me, you'll have it before Thanksgiving. And it's going to be super cool. I can't wait to see what it looks like in person when you send me a picture. It's so sick. I might have to buy one for myself and rock it. I don't know where I'd rock it. I don't really wear backpacks too often, but hell, I might have to for that backpack. It's pretty sweet. Absolutely. Yeah, it's getting cold. Yes. Oh, especially where I'm from Michigan, dogman country. Yeah, definitely. I can imagine how freaking cold it is in Michigan. Good God, you guys get snow beyond belief. 42 degrees right now? Oh, we're 49 degrees, so we're not that far off. I love it. My wife hates it. She likes the summertime. I'm like, you could sweat all you want. I'd rather wear a jacket. That's just me. It's okay, I'm just brutally impatient. Ha! I know, me too. Hurry up and wait, just like the military. Hurry up and wait! Michigan, Southern. Oh, Southern Canada. Yeah, right? Exactly. So I have a new podcast, which is something that I mentioned on YouTube in a community post. So the difference between the podcast and YouTube is with the podcast, if you're using your phone, you don't have to keep the screen on and bright like to listen to stories. If you like to listen to scary stories when you go to bed, you could always choose the method for the podcast because you could actually click your phone off and it'll still be playing. And you could also download the stories, which you can't do with YouTube. Not legally. 43 in Illinois, huh? Ooh, it's cold there. 46, Belgium says. All right, yeah, it's definitely getting chilly. My nipples are still hard, and I'm indoors. So what I was saying about the podcast is I have a new podcast network that I signed up with. That actually, shout out to my buddy Swamp Dweller for getting me hooked onto this. Podcast is really fun. It was a lot of work to set everything up. But it is in full range right now. So it's I'm on iHeartRadio, I'm on Spotify, I'm on Apple Podcast. What else am I on? Amazon Music, Google Podcast, Podcast Addict, Radio Public, Player FM, Deezer, Castbox, Listen Notes, Joy Savan, whatever the hell that is, Deezer. I'm on like 12 different podcast networks, and they're all linked to this one site. So it's cool. So here, if you guys are Apple users, feel free to follow Apple Podcast. There's the link. And if you want, you could always download your favorite stories, which is cool. You could download them on your phone. I always thought that was super sweet. That way it's on your phone forever and you could always go back and listen to them and stuff. And here is the Spotify. If you're a Spotify person, here is the link to my Spotify. That way, you have all different avenues. If you want links to the other ones, let me know, but those are the most popular ones. Spotify and Apple Podcasts, those are the main ones. That's right, get the merch and smash that thumbs up. That's right, and donate. I need your money. I need your money, honey. So, yeah, those are the podcast links. Definitely follow it. Download your favorite content. It's just another avenue of spreading me like butter. I got a question, Zach, mainly for you and the general populace, and it's been bugging me forever, loving S-word out of me. Punched? Nice, official. Thank you. Thank you. So what is your question? If it's XXX or rated R, I can't promise you I'll answer it, but, well, maybe. But go ahead, ask away. That's what this is all about. We're just hanging out. It's 48 degrees now, so it just lowered by 1 degree right now. I'm looking at my phone. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my computer. It says it's 48 degrees outside. And I'm loving every minute of it. I want it to be colder. I want it to be freezing outside. In your one episode about I went camping and barely survived, I got 860, 70 videos. Barely, when I was 13, is it that one? I went camping when I was 13 and barely survived. I vaguely remember that. That was by one of my friend authors that I speak to just about every single day. That's putting together Fight Week for the end of December. Cryptid versus Cryptid. That is the same author, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. The guy mentions being a king. Then in your Father in Chains episode, a king of shadow with this. They do not mix together because those are two separate authors completely. The king that you're referencing to is like a little hidden series Easter egg thing that author has made several different stories of, and there's always a king involved. Some like mythological leader of cryptids, and they kind of like make sure the cryptids are obeying by the cryptid rules. Like there's things they can and cannot do. And he's like their king, you know. He's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but that author, there was a scary horror bus story, and there was a king on that one. That was the same author. And then there was a werewolf one, a Werewolf Highway. I forgot the name of it. That also had a king. So like they're all intertwined with this leader. And it gets the leader gets passed on through the centuries by finding a new human host to take over his position as king as he gets old. Greetings, Clayton Blackwell. What's going on, brother? How are you? Welcome to the Dark Forest. So yeah, that particular author, I've narrated about 3 or 4 different stories that all mention something about a king. Basically, it's a cryptid leader. In the Werewolf Highway episode, the leader's an albino child boy. He's probably like 10 years old, but he's not really, if you know what I mean. Like, he's supernatural. And he's kind of watching over the werewolves to make sure they obey by the rules, like stuff like that. Yes, the Father in Chains is a werewolf story, but that has nothing to do with any of the other stories. Like, that werewolf story is about his father's a werewolf, and he's locked up. Yeah. That's all I can say. Shout out the Aced Bridge for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. But yeah, they're all cool. I mean, I've had a story in my mind for a while now, but I haven't actually put it to paper to actually put it together. Love your stories, especially cryptids. Thank you, Clayton. I appreciate that. Yeah, cryptids is definitely the go-to for my channel. I do paranormal stuff and UFO stuff and zombie stuff, but cryptids seem to do the best on here. And I love paranormal stuff. I really wish my paranormal stuff would get more love, but it doesn't. Being a cryptozoologist myself, if I'm even saying that right. That is such a long word. His father had mentioned being a king of shadows and his son was his prince. Yeah, that was... I don't know what that meant, but that had nothing to do with the other stories. He is the king. He's a werewolf. He's the leader, and he was the prince. He was his child. So that's all that really meant. But they did not intertwine. They're not the same author. Yeah, I love the zombie stories too, Aced Bridge. Absolutely. Some of the zombie stories I have on here, they do quite well, but I don't get a lot of submissions for zombie stories. Safe House, actually, I wrote that. and I like it. It's just, it takes a long time for me to write stories. That's why I don't really write stories. It takes a long time. I've been back and forth between Zach and Mr. Ballin all day. Nice, nice. Well, I'm glad you were hanging out with us today. Listening to some spooky tales. Yeah, I would love to do more zombie stuff. I would love to do more UFO stuff, too. I love aliens and UFO stuff. I think it's cool. Being an X-Files fan myself. Tammy Busagi, what's up? Welcome. Welcome, Canadian Tammy. Has your order been shipped to you yet? That is the question. Probably not. I think you ordered it last Thursday, so it probably has not been shipped out to you yet. There could never be enough zombies. That's true. That's true. I would love to do more zombie stories. Zombies rock. Too bad we got COVID instead of Solanum virus. I can't pronounce that. Yeah, right? Loved your Halloween costume and loved that you wore it to meet with the Goosebump illustrator. I know, right? I'm friends with him on Facebook, actually. I sent him a private message showing my outfit. I'm saying, I'm coming to see you today. And I asked him to make sure that he had a copy of Attack the Mutant for him to sign, because that wasn't actually in his list of autographed pictures that he was bringing for this trip to Tennessee. And he brought one just for me, because I asked him to. He knows who I am. He knows I have the biggest Goosebumps collection in the country, so he brought it for me, and of course I had to get the Haunted Mask signed. Those are like two of the coolest. I mean, there's some other ones I love a lot, but he didn't have all the books I wanted to get signatures for. So it's okay. So yeah, he really digged it. We took some pictures together and stuff. He really, really down-to-earth, great guy. I was talking with him for a bit, then I left, and I said, is it O Beer 100 yet? And he's like, oh, not yet. I hope so. So I went and bought him a beer, and I walked back over, and I snuck it behind his booth, like by his table. And I was like, here you go. And he's like, thank you, brother. I didn't know what kind of beer he liked, so I bought him a Bud Light. I figured that I would be safe with a Bud Light. It's not my favorite beer. My favorite beer is Modelo. But they didn't have that option. They had Corona, so I actually bought myself a Corona. I swigged that sucker in like a minute. I could put down some beers. You guys forget, I'm a filthy sailor who's been around the world. I can drink. I don't drink much now because I'm older and don't really care about drinking like that, you know? If I'm at a barbecue or something, sure, but I know how to put down some beer if I wanted to. Just one of a few traits of being a sailor. The other one is quite naughty, and we won't talk about that here. But we're known for a few things. But, yeah, so I snuck him a beer, and he's like, thank you, brother. And I was holding the beer with the tote bag with his signatures in the same hand. And as I'm laying the beer down, the tote bag handle slips, and it knocks his beer over on the ground, and I'm like, damn it. So I grab it, and like some of the beer pours out like right on his station, right? And I'm like, oh, shoot, man. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. So I had to like go find a bathroom at this Comic-Con place, and I got a whole bunch of toilet paper and paper towels, and I came back and wiped it all up for him. And I was like, I hope it doesn't smell. And he's like, nah, it's all good. I'm going to drink it before it gets warm. Like, yeah. So. Bud Light Lime. I remember when Bud Light Lime first came out, I was all over that. Because I freaking love citrus. Like, I love lime. I eat limes. I have no enamel on my teeth. I freaking love limes. And they're so bad for your teeth. I don't care. And to this day, I have no cavities. I've never met anybody else that doesn't have any cavities at my age. I have not one cavity in my mouth. I've been very fortunate because I drink soda. I've smoked for years. You know, so it's like, wow, I can't believe, like, there's nothing wrong with my mouth. My mouth has been in a lot of places. You filthy devil. Yeah, no cavities. So I've been very fortunate. Bud Light tastes like water. That's why I don't really drink Bud Light. The Bud Light Lime is good, though. But, I like Modelo. That's my thing. I was a big Corona person for a long time, but I got sick of messing with the lemon every time because, honestly, if you drink a Corona without a lime or a lemon, it doesn't taste that good. So I just, like, told myself you need to switch to a beer where you don't need to put something in it for it to be great. So I switched over to Modelo. And Modelo is great. Fantastic. So yeah, I gave Tim Jacobus a beer. Like, who could say that? He didn't even ask for it. I just freaking surprised him with the beer. So he was like, man, hell yeah, you want something? You let me know, man. You freaking got me a beer, man. I'm like, hell yeah, I got you back. Super cool guy. Really humble, really nice person. Aced Bridge, well, tobacco. Bud back in the day. Not anymore. Bro, be real. Corona tastes like shit. There's a reason there's a virus with the same name. Corona's good if you squeeze a lemon or a lime into it. But without squeezing something into it, it doesn't taste good. So I partially agree with you. Modelo's great. You don't need to add nothing to it. Clayton had an experience with a cryptid? Let me find out. Leslie Johnson, I like wine too. But see, with wine, to me, beer and wine, let me just rephrase that. Beer and wine are seasonal for me. Beer is a summer drink. When it's hot, you've had a long day at work, or it's the weekend, you're in the backyard, you're grilling up some food on the barbecue. That is that is O Beer 100. Wine is winter weather. When it's cold, a nice glass of red wine with some fancy meat and cheeses with some crackers or something. Yeah. Pacificos are good. Yeah, I like Pacificos. My brother-in-law, that's his favorite drink. He likes Pacificos. I like Pacificos. I just like Modelo better. Ooh, you like Strout like Guinness? Blech. Clayton, I will totally disagree with you there. I think those are disgusting. They taste like black licorice. Blech. I cannot drink Jaeger. I can't drink... I hate Guinness. Oh gosh, I've tried it a couple of times. I think it tastes horrible. Blech. Connie, hey Connie. Have my beer and my whiskey. Hey now, girl. Now you're talking my language. Whiskey. I'm right here in Tennessee, girl. I like my whiskey too. I like my Tennessee Jack Daniels, Fire, and Apple. Those are my go-tos. I will take shots of that and sip on that any time of the week. Love it. Absolutely. Midnight Chills. What's up? Welcome to the Dark Forest. How you doing? But yeah, wine for me, like now it's wine season because it's cold. And I like dry red wine. That's my kind of wine. I know a lot of times the ladies like the fruity, they like the fruity wine or the white wine. But I know for the most part, us guys, we like the red dry wine. And my favorite, I don't know any brands really, so it's like the only brand I know. It's Francisco. Oh, it's Francis? No, it's called Francis something. It's a black and gold label. It's a cheap wine, but it tastes good. It's called Francis something. I forgot. Francis Capella? Francis Coppola? Something like that. I don't know. But, Connie Wise says, I'm from East Tennessee. So am I. Nice. What part of East Tennessee are you at? Don't tell me you're down in the Smoky Mountains. Because I heard it snowed down there recently. Good old Gatlinburg and Sevierville and Pigeon Forge. Townsend. Yeah. Beautiful down there. Absolutely. Too many dang people, though. You can't drink wine, gives you a headache? Oh, I like wine when it's cold. Especially if I have some fancy cheeses and some meats. Those are good combinations with some wine. Hellhounds, yep. They stalk the graveyards. They're very similar to dogmen, but they're more of a graveyard cryptid. It's also on Supernatural. They collect souls of people that have sold their souls, and when their time is up and it's time to pay their due. Furry Boy Alpha. Hey, welcome. What's up, Furry Boy? Rawr. You're in Claiborne County. I've heard of Claiborne County. I don't know where that is, but I've heard of the name. You're 30 miles from the Smokies. Oh, okay. Nice. Let me look that up. Claiborne County. Oh, my phone's not even on. Oops. Aroo! Furry Boy. The supernatural hellhounds were terrifying. Hell yeah, they were. They were invisible for one, and they were frickin' tearing people up. Hell yeah, they were terrifying big time. Got my tea. Oh yeah, I got my diet green tea. Diet green tea citrus. T-Mobile. Nope, I'm not going to advertise or solicit that until they do a sponsorship with me. You love a man who could howl, huh? Well, if you could make a man howl, then you're doing your job right. What was it? Claiborne County, Tennessee. In my butt.
According to Wikipedia, Claiborne County is a county located...
Yeah. Doesn't circle it on here. Where the hell is it? Oh. You're up north. You're northeast. You're northeast Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. Gotcha. Okay, let me see. You still got the Sudsea sponsor? No, I cut off. I cut off with them. The owner of the company was messaging me on Instagram. He was supposed to send me out a gift box with various soap scents to advertise on my channel, and he never shipped it. And I waited for like a month, and I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, like I gave you my info. I never got anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Blah 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 blah. I'll send it out Monday. He never did. So I just wrote him back and I said, hey, look, man. You're not delivering your stuff, so this isn't going to work out. And that was the last time I sent him a message. And I unfollowed his ass on Instagram. Don't tell me you're going to do something and don't do it. Meg J and Jared Kaiser. Not saying any names. Vlad says, damn it, I'm 30 minutes late. That's all right. You're here now. Big fan of you, Zach. Hey, thank you, Clayton. I appreciate that. The forests are pretty spoopy. You're right. Shh. Beautiful mountains near me with fall colors going on. Yeah, the fall colors are finally starting to kick in a little bit. Not all the trees have it, but some of them do. Nice, Connie, nice. So you're northeast Tennessee. Gotcha. That's cool. That's cool. Well, I'm a little closer than you are to the Smokies. Ha 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 ha. Juvenile Sasquatch love to make fun of people and will mimic them. I believe it. Northeast near Kentucky. Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha. Never been there, but, you know, like, was it Johnson City or something like that? Jefferson City, Johnson City, something over there. There's a VA hospital over there. Yeah, I've never been that far northeast. I've been to Kentucky, but I've never went to, like, northeastern Tennessee. Never had a reason to, actually. A lot of Sasquatch encounters on the Smokies. Seems like that's the case because they promote Bigfoot a lot in Tennessee. But I've gotten a lot of Dogman submissions for Tennessee too. So I don't know if they're keeping the Dogman on the hush because people think it's real and they don't want to talk about it. I don't know. But I know there's some Dogman crap out here. That for 100% for sure, there's some Dogman crap in Tennessee. But Bigfoot seems to get the most attention. He's the celebrity out here. He's making the money for the merchandise and stuff. Oh, furry boy, you're hilarious. I want my mummy. You are a funny guy. Or girl. Yeah, Dogman doesn't sell like Sasquatch. I don't know why. Dogman are way more creepier to me. To me, I think the Wendigos are probably the scariest cryptid there is. They can mimic people. They try to lure you in the woods and they eat you. Like the antlers and stuff, and the scrawny body with the elongated arms and claw-like fingers. Like the Wendigo's freaking terrifying. To me, the Wendigo's way creepier than the Dogman, Bigfoot, any of them. But that's just my opinion. The Wendigo is my favorite. Everybody's got their own favorite cryptid. .411 cases. Yeah, I haven't gotten any 411 emails. I would love to do a video on 411. I don't know how well it would do, but I would love to try it out. Yeah, I would definitely rather deal with a Dogman than a Wendigo. Yeah, Wendigos are way more terrifying to me. Dustin Hamilton. I haven't seen that name in a while. Midnight Chills. Wendigo is final boss level. I agree. Even though I saw the Antlers movie, have any of you seen the new Antlers movie about the Wendigo? I saw it last Friday. Ordered a pizza and a wild cherry Pepsi. It was delicious. Very impressed by how good the pizza was. Very surprised how good the pizza was. Even the wings. How good the wings were. I'm not used to movie theater food being good. Usually it sucks and it's overpriced. Well, now it's overpriced, but it's actually good. It's a Tennessee thing, I guess. Because I know in California everything's crap. But you know what they don't have at the movie theater that I go to? They don't have hot dogs. That was very surprising to me. What movie theater doesn't serve hot dogs? Because my wife wanted a weenie, and they didn't have any. I was very surprised. I was like, you guys don't have hot dogs? Really? You got everything else, but that's wild. I mean, it's not like they're any good. I mean, I cook better hot dogs than the movie theaters ever did, but that's like a kind of a main item for the movies. I always thought. No run-ins with faceless ones. No run-ins. I've never had a run-in with a cryptid before. I have not, and I want to. Is it good? Official says, is Antlers good? I will give it a 7 out of 10. I was expecting more from that movie, especially having an extra year to make it good. I don't want to spoil it for you and tell you why I gave it a 7 when it should have been a 9. If you really want me to tell you, I will. I don't want to give away the movie, you know what I mean? I don't want to spoil it for you. But, yeah. It could have been better. It was good. Like, my wife loved it. But she agreed with me. There were some things missing. And there was a couple things we did not like. And there was a lot of questions. Like, there was a lot of things they did not answer. And they left open. Like, from the very beginning. So I will just leave it at that. There's a lot of things. There was things I would expect when you're dealing with a Wendigo. Specifically, a Wendigo. Who are you going to call? And it's not the Ghostbusters. So that's all I'm going to say. That's just one out of like a few things about that movie that was like, what? Or, But other than that, it was good. Like, there was a couple good jump scares in it. I thought the acting was pretty well. Surprisingly, none of those people were like big name actors or anything. But overall, it was a good movie. 7 out of 10. I think it could have got a 9 if they fixed some of the things that I was talking about on Twitter. But it is what it is. But definitely go see it. It is definitely worth going to see at the movies. So if you have the opportunity and a Friday night off, go see it. Like, it's worth watching, but I wouldn't buy it. I'd stream it illegally and watch it again, sure, but I wouldn't waste any money on it. Outside of seeing it in the movie theaters, of course. Let's see, I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Let's see here. I have seen it around, didn't know what it was about until you mentioned it. Remember when Trevor Henderson got made because we said it was probably going to suck? Yeah, somebody did say it was going to suck. He jinxed it. But you know what? It didn't suck. It was a good movie. It just wasn't as good as everyone wanted it to be, if that makes any sense. I'm sitting here petting my cat right now and he's purring. Usually he's a total butthead, but right now he's actually like not trying to bite me. And he's just taking all these rubs. This soft fur. I got a ragdoll, blue-eyed cat. Yep, on the 8th you're going to be 3 months old. You're already getting big, you cutie pie. So handsome. All the girl cats going to be like, do me. But that's not going to happen because we're going to clip you. That's right. You're going to get neutered. I mean, we probably shouldn't. We should probably buy a girl one and then have them do it. And then we could make some serious money with the babies because these things sell for hundreds of dollars. These cats are expensive. But they are like some of the coolest cats in the world. Ragdolls are gorgeous. Let's see. I have a lot of blades and also forge my own. Nice, that's cool. Katana and other long blades if you are fast. Use speed counts in most situations. May want to get a spear. The werecat. Yeah, the werecat is a cryptid based out of Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. I have not received a submission for a werecat. Honestly, I didn't know anything about it until someone was posting a picture on Twitter, I believe, and it showed all the states in the United States, and each state had a cryptid picture inside it. And I looked at Tennessee's thinking it was going to be a Dogman or a Bigfoot, and it was a werecat. And I'm like, what the hell is a werecat? So I had to, like, Google it. I'm like, what the hell is this? Bigfoot is really big in California and Northern California. But Bigfoot's been seen everywhere. Montana, Oregon, Washington, Tennessee. Bigfoot, man, he gets around, man. He's a filthy sailor. Try a Norwegian forest cat. Ooh, nice. A Viking kitty. I like it. You just lost your female you had for 12 years. She was my baby. Aw. Sorry. Phew. Did you fart? Dude. That freaking stinks. That's my boy. This cat just freaking farted, man. It stinks. Oh my god. It smells like ass over here. Cat ass. God, man. I am so proud of you. That smells. Good job. That's how you get the ladies. You give them a good toot. Now I have a black cat that has fangs. Oh, that's spooky, Connie. That's spooky. You got one of those hocus pocus kitties. They have a Catman too, but they're deliberately exclusive. Oh, okay. I've never heard of a Catman either. Yeah, ragdoll cats, man. I never even heard of a ragdoll cat until I was looking for a cat on frickin' Craigslist. And I saw this post. This lady was selling a bunch of them. And I was like, dang, these cats are frickin' cute. What the hell is a ragdoll? And they got the most beautifulest blue eyes. Every single one of them has blue eyes. Like, that's their trademark for ragdolls, is their blue eyes. Oh, you're such a little cute. You're so handsome. Go bug mom. I'm live streaming here. Unless you're gonna give me some money. Get out, turd. I'll kick her ass. Just kidding. Get out. Get. Eventually, I have to kick him out of the office because he has a fetish for computer cords. And I don't want him disconnecting my subwoofer, my computer in general, the screens. I've caught him messing around with the freaking router wires. And I'm like, dude, you're going to screw up my internet. Don't touch that, you know. But that's a cat thing. Yeah, cat farts are horrendous. They freaking stink. Whew. Dog farts stink too, though. Don't get it twisted. Woof, man. A Maine Coon, they get huge. Nice, never heard of that breed. I don't know all the different breeds of cats and stuff. I know more breeds, like dog-wise, but not cats. When I look at cats, I'm like, oh, he's cute. He's a good mixture of colors, or he's got nice eyes, or I like his ears, or whatever. I didn't know about the different breeds for cats and stuff like that, so Ragdoll was a new thing to me, and man, he was an expensive cat, believe me. But he was worth every penny. He's definitely my fur baby now. Things are like a puma. Dang, that's a big kitty. Shoot. Your English bulldog was a walking gas bag. That's funny. That's hilarious. Walking gas bag. Yeah, he's a stinker, all right. Yeah. Yeah, he's a toot machine. Yeah. But yeah, I'm serious, guys. If you guys listen to stories at night on your phone, at least dim your lights on your phone with your settings, because if you leave it on bright overnight while you're listening to stories, it will actually leave an imprint on your screen that will never go away. It happened to my old phone. Because I was listening to creepypastas years ago. And I would leave the screen bright and put it on the ground next to the bed and I would go to sleep. Make sure you dim your lights. That's why I'm highly suggesting going to sleep listening to my podcast. You know, if you're on a road trip or if you're listening during the day or if you're listening to me during the night, that's totally cool. YouTube the hell out of me. But if you're going to sleep to me, ooh, check out the podcast. That way you could have your phone, you could have your screen off on the phone, listen to the stories, and you could even download them, which is cool. I thought that was a really cool option. You could download the stories, the MP3s, right onto your phone. Just an option. Spotify, Apple Podcast, you name it, we got it. There's the link to the Spotify. I'm going to pop this Apple Podcast on here right now so you guys could have it again in case all these new people that are on here on the live stream didn't hear about it or see about it earlier. Now it's here again. Richard Levy, what's up, Zach? How's the day, pal? Hey, Richard. Today's good. So far, so good. You know, worked, had some dinner, had Burger King for lunch. Yeah, a little spoiled today. The Mrs. Elf, the Latin elf, she made some homemade rolled tacos. It was delicious. And we checked out some new builds. There's some new communities out here that are building some new housing developments, and there's one of them that's in close to a particular area where a lot of the restaurants are at. Anywhere in the west side basically is good. So, but the housing development is like northwest, so it's like 13-minute drive or so, but that's no big deal. Zach, could do what? You could do an erotic ASMR for the ladies with that voice. I guess I could. I know ASMR is popular, but I wouldn't know what to say with ASMR. I did an ASMR farting video. I was the first to ever do that. I did it was a super funny video, and they were real farts I recorded too. I did an ASMR farting video where I was just farting on the microphone in different angles, wearing different things. That was funny. But I've never done an ASMR like to actually take it seriously because what am I going to do? Rip paper? I mean, this is a horror narration channel. You know, this is all things spooky. Yes, a little naughty at times and a little funny, but ASMR, I don't know. I don't even know if that would do well on here. What would I talk about? Yes. The dog man bent me over. He slapped me with his furry paws. I was scared at first, but then I kind of liked it. If you're telling me I'll get 100,000 frickin' views for that, I'll do it. But I don't think I will. At night to fall asleep to. Oh, yeah. Furry Boy says, I listen to Zach Baby TV, Creepypasta, Mortis, Media, What Lurks, and Swamp Dweller. Absolutely. Those are some really good lineups. There's a lot of good talent out there, and there's a lot of people that are good. There's some people that are like, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of them. You know, there's a lot of talent out there. Swamp Dweller is my buddy, and he was actually one of my favorites before I started doing this. And oh, there's Castiel calling me an ass butt. Let's see. Scary Stories NYC. Yeah, he's a funny guy. I've had him on my channel a couple of times. He actually just featured me on one of his newest videos a couple days ago, actually. If you look at Scary Stories NYC, I'm actually featured on one of his, I think it's his Halloween collaboration video or something. Vic Cundiff, I've heard of him, but I've never listened to him. NVTV, I don't know what that is. Mr. Ballin, I've heard of him, but I don't know who he is. Mortis Media, I've heard of him before. Cool dude. Hopefully one day I could collaborate with him. What Lurks Beneath is also one of my buddies. I haven't heard from him in quite a while. I know he's a busy bee, but he's a buddy of mine. Like, we have each other's phone number and stuff. Entropic Society is a really good buddy of mine. We talk periodically on the phone. We collaborate with each other quite often on each other's channels, and probably will do so quite a bit. And our voices are actually kind of similar. Our styles are pretty similar, surprisingly. And that's kind of how we found each other. And we're like, you know what? I think we would do well together in a video. And people loved it. You know, people loved him on my channel, and people loved me on his channel. So it worked out really well. He's a really cool guy. Definitely check him out. Entropic Society, very cool dude. Let's see here. Oh my God, Zach. Ha ha ha. Hey, whatever works. Casper Sight. Never heard of that person. Let's see. Clayton says, that sounds like the story where the person walked into the woods and ran into 3 dog people actually mating. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hey. Bigfoot would be jealous, but yeah, it totally watched. I can't stand Raven Reads, though. Oh, you don't like Raven Reads? I don't think I've ever listened to that channel. I know who it is. They're on Twitter. I don't listen to a lot of channels. Now that I'm doing it myself, I only listen to like a few channels sometimes. I'm so busy doing my own channel, I don't really have a lot of time for other channels. Before, when I wasn't doing this, when I wasn't just a fan, just listening to this stuff, telling ghost stories when we're out camping in the woods and stuff, I would listen to Darkness Prevails, who is my ultimate #1 favorite. And I've collaborated on his channel a couple of times, and he's been on my channel a couple of times. Really awesome guy. Swamp Dweller is one of my favorites as well. I just really loved his voice. I really liked his style. Being Scared is another one I liked. I like Let's Read. He does a lot of Let's Not Meet stuff, or at least he used to, and I don't really like Let's Not Meet too much. But I do like his voice. Trying to think who else. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing? It'll come to me. But yeah, for the most part, Darkness Prevails. And, Slumber Reads. I like Slumber Reads a lot as well. I used to listen to Slumber Reads all the time. Swamp Dweller and Darkness Prevails. Those are... And Being Scared would probably be #4. Probably. Yeah, like those are all big channels, but I mean, I was listening to them back when they had less subs. You know, so. Vengeful Night Raven. What's up, Vengeful? How are you? Welcome to the Dark Forest. Dogman Encounters with Vic Cundiff. Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of that. I just never listen. Yeah, Dogman Encounters Radio. I've heard of it. Yeah, absolutely. I know exactly who you're talking about, but I've never listened to the channel. Brad's Encounter on Dogman Encounters Radio. I don't know, no idea what you're talking about. Dude ran into a Dogman orgy. Oh, yeah. Sam White Owl series are awesome on Swamp Dweller's channel. Nice. Official, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Zach, do you listen to rap? Yes, I listen to rap, but I listen to the older rap. I listen to a lot of 90s rap and probably some 80s. 80s, well, I listen to everything 80s. Heavy metal, freaking glamour rock, hair band, hip hop, everything 80s. Duran Duran, Tears for Fears, you name it. Queensryche, Guns N' Roses, freaking Dio, Metallica, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, you name it, I'm on it. Like, 80s are awesome. 90s more so for hip-hop. But yeah. I don't like today's rap. I think it's garbage. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Mutant Artificial Intelligence. The sexiest man of the hour is here. Nice. Welcome, Mutant Artificial Intelligence. Now, don't donate your big baller, non-mortgage paying ass to the Super Chat. Do it to PayPal or Cash App. Remember that. Big ballers do not donate on this Super Chat because they take like freaking 30% of it from this app. Don't do it. That's why I put the writing on the screen. PayPal or Cash App only for those kind of payments. Please. I hate that this program takes such a huge chunk of donations from my fans. It's not fair. I'm going to cry. I'm an 80s baby. I'm an 80s baby too. So I'm with you, official. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't like that mumble crap. Not at all. I mean, you gotta remember, I'm an 80s baby. I grew up breakdancing. Like, I was that one white kid that was breakdancing. I was the Zach Baby Vanilla Ice. I had the flat top and freaking wore the bright colored freaking windbreaker pants, and I was freaking spinning on my arms and twisting around and flipping and crap. I can't do that shit now. I'm too fat. But yeah, I was a breakdancer. A lot. Always loved breakdancing. I loved it so much growing up. Can't do that stuff now. Hell no, I'd break my back. Rebecca, welcome to the Dark Forest. Dark Waters is good. Zach, all the ones you mentioned, I have all of them on my list with the bell checked. Good, Clayton. Absolutely. Chilling and enjoying my night off. Good, Vengeful. I'm glad that you're spending time with us in the Dark Forest on your night off. Crack yourself open a beer, light up a smoke, and just chillax. Let me catch up to everybody's stuff here. Chris Johnson, the once Dark Forest member who left us. Welcome, Chris Johnson, to the Dark Forest. How are things going down there in Georgia? Georgia. I have a good memory. I remember people's names and I remember situations or comments or stuff like that. Wait, Zach, you're white? Official, what did you think I was? Well, I mean, I'm a Dark Forest elf. Let's see here. Clayton says I did that too. Nice, Clayton. Nice. Let's see. Leslie, I haven't thought of windbreaker pants in years. Nobody wears them anymore. Man, I used to break dance in windbreaker pants, and then I started breakdancing in sweatpants because they're more comfortable. It's crazy that there's only 10 tuned into the room. I know. Believe me, I know. With all the subs and everything, you think there would be more, you know. But you gotta remember, a lot of people are probably at work on the West Coast right now. It's 8 o'clock here where I am, but it's 5 o'clock over there. And they're probably on the freeway, stuck in traffic, just clocking out for work, eating dinner, getting busy. Who knows? Watching a movie, taking a dump, I don't know. Everybody's schedule is different. I do this on Thursdays. Everybody knows I do this on Thursdays. I figure if they want to be here, they'll be here. I'm still going to be here. Official says, I make rap music a little. Nice. The button up the leg pants. I never bought the windbreakers with the buttons. I hated those. I never liked those ones. 8 in Kentucky. Out rum. What's up? Welcome to the Dark Forest. How you doing? Yes, I'm in eastern Tennessee, so it's 8:06 p.m. right now. We are neighbors, brother. We are neighbors. But I'm closer neighbors to... What the hell was her name? She's probably gone. Connie. Yeah, Connie. Connie's a closer neighbor than the rest of you. But I'm not going to discuss how close. But she's definitely within driving distance. She might see the back of my car decal saying subscribe to Zach Baby TV on it, and she'll probably honk her horn, flash me, want a selfie. I don't know. It might happen. I get people honking all the time when they see the sticker. I've had people like take pictures of my car in the parking lot at the mall or whatever and say, hey, I listened to your channel, or hey, I just subscribed. It's pretty cool. Vengeful says, facts, we are all on different time zones. I'm on Central Time. Nice. Vengeful, absolutely. It's crazy. The Central Time Zone actually is it's not terribly too far away from where I live. Probably about an hour. I don't know. But yeah, like the line between Eastern and West and Central Time, it's like right smack in Tennessee. Like between Nashville and Knoxville, somewhere up in there, there's a time zone change. I don't know, somewhere. Connie says, close enough to be friends. Hey, yeah. 8:06 here. Nice. Yep. We're on the same time zone. Clayton says, I had a latte parachute pants. Did I say latte? Maybe I wasn't supposed to say latte. That's the name of my cat, by the way. Latte. Parachute pants and my nylon tracksuits. Nice. I never could figure out the windmill. I tried to learn the windmill for years. Because my left leg is the predominant strong one with windmills. And I spin clockwise comfortably. And going clockwise, the leg for the windmill that's supposed to wind is the right leg. And I could never figure it out. That, and I could never keep my legs apart when I would flip onto my chest. Whenever I would flip onto my chest, my legs would always come together, no matter how hard I tried to keep them separated to keep the momentum going with the winding. I could never do it. And that always bothered me trying to breakdance, trying to learn the windmill. That was the only damn move I wanted to learn more than anything else, and I could not ever get it. I watched tutorial videos. I've had other people try to teach me. Could not grasp it. Head spinning too. I did head spinning a little bit, but I could only do a couple spins and that was it. I couldn't figure out the momentum to keep it going, to make it go faster. Like I didn't understand it. So I would do the chair, I would do freeze moves like the chair, and I would do coffee grinders, and I would do spins, and I was very upper torso strong. I was able to spin on one arm with my elbow in my sternum. I would be able to spin in circles that way, and I was able to walk around in circles. I think it was called the crab walk or the turtle walk. I was able to walk around on my arms. So there was other cool stuff I could do, but I really wanted to do the windmill. Like, that was my thing I wanted to learn the most. Let's see here. Are you still into Goosebumps? Yeah, I still watch it from time to time. I don't collect it anymore, but thank you for asking, William. Clayton says, Spokane, Washington, Pacific time zone here. Nice. We were actually looking at real estate out there when we were back in Cali, trying to figure out where the hell we were going to move. But it didn't seem like there was a lot of work in Spokane, so We were actually looking at Idaho and Boise. That was actually my number one choice. I loved Idaho, but there's just no work. There's no jobs out there. Let's see, I think I have honked at you once. You may have. You wouldn't be the first. Hi, William. Good friends. Sup, Leslie. The new Captain America sucks on Falcon and Winter Soldier show. I'm sorry. There is no other Captain America. You can't just give the suit to somebody else. Like, that makes no sense to me. The Falcon cannot just say, okay, I'm going to be this other superhero now. That's stupid. You could do the Centipede? Yeah, nice. Nice. Sasquatch spies on Zach through the living room window. Nice. Yeah. What's the largest part of vegetable to eat? The wheelchair. Midnight chills. I'm going to have to head off. I'll catch y'all later. All right, Midnight. Thanks for stopping by. Love, peace, and the perfect margarita. A breakdance battle between a dogman and a Sasquatch. That would be hilarious. That would be pretty funny, actually. Yeah, Bigfoot has a lot of sightings in Washington, Northern California, Oregon, Montana. Bigfoot is probably the most seen cryptid in the whole country. Leslie, the Human Centipede. Oh, gosh, I saw that movie. That was gross. I felt bad for the middle guy or the last guy. If I had to be in that situation, I'd be in the front. I spy on Zach via satellite transmission. Nice. Spy on me in the shower. You dirty mutant. Let's see here. Vlad. Vlad. What was a sick move? I think I missed it. I gotta find Vlad's thing here. What did Vlad said? Leslie, the human centipede. Oh, yeah, that was the joke. The human centipede. That's gross. Yeah, I can't believe they made 3 of them. I watched, like, half of the first one, and I was like, dude, this is gross. I just turned it off. What else? Got a new cryptid video coming out tonight at 9 p.m. Maybe I'll tell you what it is. What the hell? Nobody told me that the music was off. Come on, you guys gotta let me know when the music turns off. Future reference. Let me know when the background music is not playing. Because I'm on a different page and stuff. There we go. Now it's back on. Cool. Now we could get spooky. Centipedes are the ninjas of the insect world. Yep. Agreed. The second one was by far the most disturbing. I think the fact that you actually watched part 2 was disturbing. I couldn't even make it through the first one. And I'm the filthy sailor, and I couldn't take it. Let's see here. What was I going to look up? I was just about to look something up. Damn. What was I going to do? Clayton says he has several encounters with Sasquatch. The backyard music is not playing. The music's playing now. Yeah. what was I going to look up? Dang, I'm having a brain fart right now. I was about to look something. Oh, I was going to look up what tonight's story is going to be. I forgot. Because I'm already pre-booked. Let me look at the dates. I've been going hot and heavy here for you guys. I've got stories already recorded, edited, uploaded, and scheduled all the way through January 26. I'm almost finished with the month of January. So all this month is done, all December is done, and now almost all of January is already done, ready to go. Let me look. What is coming out tonight? I lose track. Let's see here. Yeah, the praying mantis eats its prey while it's alive. Praying mantis, man, they're lethal, man. Oh, we got a Dogman story tonight. Oh boy. It's not a very long one though. It's one of the true stories that people email me, so yeah, it's a short video. But it's based out of dun 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 Louisiana. Louisiana has a cryptid. What is it called? It's a werewolf. It's called a rougarou, right? Yeah, the rougarou. So I wonder, this person that sent this story to me that I recorded, I wonder if it was a rougarou that he saw and not a dogman, because werewolves and dogman technically are different, even though they're very similar. Werewolves are humans that transform and they can speak. Dogman are just dogmen. But it was titled Dogman, so I just recorded it as it was. So, but it should be spooky nonetheless. Yes, the rougarou. Yes. I got a creepy rougarou story that involves some voodoo priests and priestesses. That's a cool story. I forgot when that's coming out, but that is, I remember that is on this list. That's going to be a good story because I really enjoyed reading it. It was really cool. What if there was a cryptid centipede, like a Bigfoot in front, Dogman in the middle, and Weregoat in the back? That would be one weird-looking cryptid. Rebecca says, upstate New York, it gets cold. Michigan is big with Dogman. Listened to a story today where the Bigfoot were friends with the guy. He made moonshine and food for them. Really good story. Huh. Interesting. Didn't know Bigfoot wanted anything to do with anybody. Yeah, I'm more afraid of Dogman than Bigfoot. But I'm more afraid of a Wendigo than I am of a Dogman. Who'd win between a Dogman and a werewolf? I don't know. They're the same frickin' thing, except for one can shapeshift, right? I don't know. That's a good question.
We buy so many different things online. So
good question. Not sure. I think it would be a draw.
Shop the full line of General Tires. General Tire. Anywhere is possible. TireRack.com. The way tire buying should be.
Peace out, leaving.
Stupid commercials. Took care of that real quick. You guys got to tell me these things. Official is in Michigan. Well, I hope you don't drink the water, because I heard the water's not good over there. Yep. Louisiana has the rougarou. The Louisiana werewolf. And the Bigfoot wanted some of that moonshine. I'll be good with my whiskey. Had a run-in with the Dogman, and I still can't handle bare windows at night. Need curtains. Oh, that's Flint, huh? Okay, so Flint is the only one with bad water. Okay, I thought it was the whole state. Yeah, one of my favorite old school rappers is from Flint, Michigan. Can you guess who it is? Dun dun dun. I wonder if you know. Water where I'm at is good. I'm like 2 hours from Flint. Alright, cool. So you're safe. Skinwalkers and Wendigos are probably the more scary cryptids. The Navajo don't like to say the S word. Agreed. Nope, it's not Terry Crews. You want a second guess? I'll give you a hint. He had a hit single. He had more than one hit, but he actually did a song with Tupac. It was a good song too. But yeah, that rapper from Flint, Michigan, he passed away, I think from kidney failure or something like that. He passed away though. Unfortunate. Really liked his music. Connie says she wouldn't smell too good. Oh, I guess she would poop her panties if she saw a cryptid. Mm-hmm. She would not smell good, y'all. She would not smell good. She would smell like the doo-doo. Ricky the Wolf, welcome to the Dark Forest. How you doing? You give up? Ah, he gives up. Okay. The answer... No, Kid Rock is not from Flint. He's from Detroit, just like Eminem. Flint, the rapper I was referring to, is MC Breed. His big hit was called Ain't No Future in Your Frontin'. And the song with Tupac that he did was called Gotta Get Yours, Gotta Get Mine. Or either one of those. Good stuff, though. Good early, mid-90s hip-hop. Sasquatch. Man-Wolf? No, I didn't know that. I don't read comic books, Chris. That's your thing. I only watch the movies, sometimes. Oh, man, that tea is good. Never got into rap. Big hair and heavy metal for me. Nice. I get down with big hair bands and heavy metal too. It just depends on what mood I'm in. My favorite rock band is Queensryche. Definitely my favorite. Operation Mindcrime. That is my favorite album. That is my favorite band. And they're from Washington. I don't know if it's Seattle, it might be, but they're from Washington State originally. So not only were they a big hair band, but they were also American, which was pretty rare. Most of the big time rock bands were from like Germany and stuff like that. They were from Europe. Rat was from San Diego. That one song, Round and Round, where love will find a way, just give it time. They were from San Diego. So is Tony Hawk. He's from Encinitas. Let's see. Hey, from Worcester, UK. Skitsy's mom. What's up, Skitsy? How are ya? Welcome to the Dark Forest in England, the UK, United Kingdom. You guys have too many names for yourselves. Just call it England. Keep it simple. Yeah, the Mothman is exclusively to West Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. I have never been emailed a Mothman story. Not sure why, but nobody has sent me a Mothman story. I don't think I have one video about a Mothman. Connie says they couldn't stand my smell, and he was a great rapper. Absolutely.
We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Order yours for pickup online.
For shizzle my whizzle. Good evening. Casey the Wolf. What's up, Casey? How you doing? Why do I feel like Casey the Wolf and Yankee the Wolf are the same person? Because whenever one comes, the other is too. Has anybody else figured that out? And look at their names. Yankee the Wolf, Casey the Wolf. Ironic, isn't it? Are you running 2 YouTube channels to just say hello to me twice? It's a good question. I am doing well, Casey. Yankee, thank you for asking. We're just hanging out here before the new video comes out tonight. I reached out to the author of the Werewolf Bloodline, My Father in Chains video. A lot of people requested a sequel to that. They were like, we want a part 2. I reached out to the author and they said, she said, wow, that's really great. That's super awesome, but I don't even know how I would make a part 2 to that story. So I'm like, okay, I'm just letting you know they were asking for it. That's all I'm saying. Just letting you know. That's my job. Just letting you know. I'm just the messenger. So, let me see. What else is going on? I'm probably not going to go see Eternals. Maybe I will. I don't know. Doesn't look that good to me. Let's see. I'm really just waiting for Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. Honestly, that's like the main movie I want to see this year. Matrix 4. I'd like to go see Matrix 4. But I'm not really excited for it. I'm really excited for Resident Evil. Dr. Squirrel. Maybe they just like wolves. I too thought they were a wolf pack or related. Well, their names are extremely similar and they always pop on here at the same time. So I think somehow something fishy is going on. But it's all good in the hood. It's all good. Squirrel!
Get 0% interest for 60 months on select
Where does your name originate? Ooh, Skitsy had a... That's a really good question. Zach Baby TV. Well, Zach Baby was my nickname from a long time ago. Because I always had like a baby face. I still look 25 even though I'm in my 30s. But, Zach Baby was a nickname of mine. And so before I was doing this on my channel, I was doing other things that were not spooky based. So it fit. It didn't matter. So I just added a TV to the end of it. When I changed my channel's direction to scary stories and things of that nature, I never changed it. A part of me wished I did. I should have changed it to like Tales from the Dark Forest. I think that would have been a really cool channel name. It's long, but it would have been a good name. I think it's kind of too late to change it now, because Zach Baby TV doesn't sound like a horror channel at all. Not one bit. And I think that may throw people off not knowing what my channel is because of the name. And not clicking on it because it doesn't sound spooky. But once they come here, you never leave. But yeah, I just kept the name Skitsies. I just kept it Zach Baby TV. Screw it. So it's all good. It's all good. But if I had to change it, I would change it to Tales from the Dark Forest. But I just feel like that's kind of too long, maybe. I don't know. That's what I named the podcast. On Spotify, on Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, and so many more that I'm on. It's under the name Tales from the Dark Forest. It's not under Zach Baby TV. Zach Baby TV has a nice ring to it. Thank you, Casey. I appreciate it. It doesn't have a spooky ring to it, but it has a nice ring to it. Yes. But in the genre that I'm in, it doesn't seem to fit. But it's kind of too late to change now. 16,000 deep. I'm not switching up now. I don't want to confuse nobody. How versed are you with Dean Koontz? I've heard of him. He's a book author, right? A very popular one, actually. I've never read his books. I've only read Goosebump books and Are You Afraid of the Dark books. So don't ask me about Dean Koontz. I mean, I know who Stephen King is, but his books are so damn long, I'm not reading those. But he makes great stories. Ah, Latte is back in the room. My fur baby misses me. You're really good because you actually interact with your fans. Vlad, you are so right. I wish that others would recognize that too. No, that is a great name. Thank you, Clayton. I appreciate that. Facts, a lot of them don't do that. That's true. And I guess. I don't listen to other people's live streams. Like, you guys are educating me here because I don't listen to other people's live streams, so I don't know. If they do some people don't even do live streams. And sometimes people do, and do they actually interact with people during the live streams? I don't know. Oh, we got a commercial. No! No commercial! Don't screw with my wires, turd! Or you're gonna be out of here. I'm just giving you a warning right now. If you mess with my cords, you're out of here. Okay? You could lay down, you could purr. You want out? You want to go see Mom? Here. Out. He wants you. Get. Ugh. All right. He's gone. All right. I gave him a second chance and he blew it. Let's see here. Check out his Frankenstein series. Okay. Where he... Yeah. He's internet famous and plus interacts with his followers. That's charitable act. Absolutely. Well, I always feel like that separates me from the rest. Hopefully it's not my downfall. Hopefully it's a positive thing that people recognize. Be like, hey, you know what? That guy right there, he's up and coming. He's going to be a famous YouTuber superstar, and he's still going to be the same guy and interact with all his friends and fans and chit-chat and do Q&A and talk about nonsense and have some fun. Like, he's still It's like you're really hanging out with them around the fire, having a beer, you know? Like, I want to keep it very kosher and chill like that. Yeah, Darkness Prevails is super duper cool. I dislike commercials too. I'm trying to catch them as they come up, but sometimes I miss it. Oh yeah, What Lurks Beneath. I saw he did some live stuff where he's reading stories and stuff. I never watched his live stream. Like, during his actual live stream, I just noticed it on his channel. I'm like, oh my gosh, he showed his face. Yeah, I like to interact. I like to talk. I'm a social butterfly. Let's see here. Hey Zach, what do you do? What do you use? Okay. What do you use for your editing, like the sound effects and whatnot? I use Sony Vegas Pro 18 for my recording and my editing. I record through Sony Vegas. I do my editing through Sony Vegas with the built-in apps or whatever, the different functions that you could do for tweaking, pitching, all that stuff. But as far as like monster talking and all that, that's all me. All the sound effects with the creatures and the Wendigos, that's all my voice. I just customize it. EQ, compression, pitching my voice, it's all me behind the scenes. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, we got about 23 minutes until that video comes out. Ooh, that means this thing is gonna have to end pretty soon, guys. Those 911 calls threw me through a loop. I was like, what the fuck are you doing that? So yeah, I got lots of videos. We're doing really well on the channel. We are at 16,465. I was really hoping to get 20,000 subscribers by Christmas. It's not going to happen. Unless some freak of nature miracle happens, it's not going to happen. I've never gained that many. I've never gained like 3,000 subs in a month and a half. That's never happened to me. Not saying it never will, but it's never happened to me yet. I was kind of hoping I'd be at 50,000. But one day, we'll get there. Have you tried YouTube Premium? I have not. It was funny, though. You had one, I think it was a lycanthrope story. The 911 call was a woman, but sounded like a dude. Oh. Oh, yeah, I mean, I could only sound like a woman so much. You know, I mean, I could change my voice like this and then try to tweak it a little bit, but I mean, it just... I'm not a woman. I can't do it. Like, I just do the best that I can. It is what it is. Everybody was great tonight. That's right, Leslie. Especially you. I can't wait to see that backpack. Shout out to Leslie for buying that backpack. That's so cool. I can't wait to see her with the backpack. That's going to look sweet. Official says I got 62 subs. Oh, man. Maybe you should change directions. Do something different. That's what I did. I said, this is not working. This is not producing income. This channel's not going anywhere. I need to do something else. We were on the road going to a camping trip in Idlewild, California, taking the back roads through Temecula, through Anza, and we were listening to Corpse Husband, who I used to listen to quite often, but he never really did have a ton of videos, so I listened to him, but not as much as others. And the Mrs. Elf said, "You tell scary stories when we're camping. Why don't you do it for YouTube like the people you listen to? These guys are making money." And I was like, you know what? Maybe I will. And that's how it happened. From there, I bought the microphone. Started off with a really cheap $15 microphone that I bought off Wish, the app, Wish. Straight from China. It was a piece of crap. Oh, Zach, don't talk like that. Yes, it's always Halloween over here. Always. I would like to do a Krampus story, but I'm waiting for someone to send me one. He a woman? A ladies' man, perhaps? All right, Clayton, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a safe and great rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend. Ah, commercials. Killing me. Stupid commercials, I swear. The Google Fi. A phone plan that can. I'm so sick of hearing that commercial. Nobody cares about Google Fi. Go away, turd. Or a man's woman. I don't know. Whatever your heart desires. So this one time at band camp? No, I'm just kidding. I was going to do a little ASMR about band camp and about a flute and some KY and some cookies and a parking cone and a 9-iron. Things got a little frisky. Yeah. Let's see. Android for the win. I am an Android user. I'm not knocking anybody who's an iPhone person. The Mrs. Elf, my Latin forced elf lady here, she's an Apple user. I am an Android user. I have no frickin' clue how to use her phone. Not one. She only has one button. So lost with her phone. I have a true Krampus encounter, but at the time I was 7, petrified me, and only found out later much about the Krampus. Krampus, I don't know which way is right. Krampus, I don't know. Evil Santa with horns and a butt plug. Ooh. Yes, Team Samsung, absolutely. Just like my television. I got the 65-inch ultra high definition curved Samsung TV. It's not the only thing that's curved. It's great. It almost has a 3D view. It's almost like you're there when you watch TV. Love my Samsung. Android all the way. I know how to use it very, very well. I've always liked Samsung. Always been an Android person. Probably because it was my first phone and that's all I know. Yes. But why change if you know how to use it? Like, why switch from HP to Mac just for the name? If you know how to use HP, stay with HP. Elves are my favorite fantasy race, by the way. Elves rock. Heck yeah. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, so the Dark Forest elves are a Scandinavian mythological creature. I'm part Viking, and I like Lord of the Rings a lot, and I like the woods and stuff, so that's why I picked an elf to be my main character for the channel. Ah, official. We have the same television, but is yours curved? Because mine's curved. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's this. We have the same size, but mine's curved. This sounds so dirty. But we're talking about televisions here. Good God. But yeah, I really want to get the, what is it, the 85-inch Samsung television that's over at Best Buy. It's like $3,000. But man, that is one beautiful looking television. Cool. Yours is straight and mine's curved. Giggity. Oh, giggity. Nice. Well, we have the same size. That's all that counts. That's all that matters, right? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I've had my TV for like 5 years. Yeah, I think like 4 or 5 years. Love it. There's nothing wrong with the TV. I love my TV. It's awesome. You wish it was the same size. Did your ancestries come from Sweden? I'm a mutt. I think most people are these days. I have Polish blood. I have French blood, specifically French Canadian. But you know, when you go back in time, it's really France. But my grandmother's side was on my mom's side. Grandmother was French Canadian. My mom's dad's side, my grandfather, was Polish. My biological father's side, I'm just now finding out through like ancestry, DNA, and stuff. He was adopted, and I didn't really know him that well. I've only met him a few times. But there's some Scandinavian blood in there. It's circled around Norway, Denmark, and part of Sweden. So it could be one of those three. On Ancestry DNA, it just kind of circled. I mean, Norway is completely circled, but like the bottom part of the blue circle had Denmark in it too, and then like the left corner of Sweden was in there. So I don't know. Somewhere in there, there's a percentage in there. English, there's part of English in there, but then, I mean, I would say probably everybody in England has frickin' Danish or Norwegian blood in them because of all the raids and everything that happened back in the day. Everybody's part Viking in England, whether they want to admit it or not. They're all related to them somehow. So I am part Scandinavian, English, French, Polish, I think German was on there too. Yeah, a little bit of German tribes. I mean, Germany's right next to Poland, so I mean that not surprising. But yeah, I'm just European, basically. I'm just, there's been a lot of humping involved in my gene pool from all over Europe, so it's all good. Yes, 4K, yeah, it's cool.
So we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more choice.
I used to think Vikings were usually commercials!
Make it free.
I used to think Vikings were usually associated with the Norwegian countries. That's why I asked. They are. Actually, the original, oldest, strongest Vikings were actually from Denmark. And then Norway got involved, and Sweden as well, they kind of came in afterwards, but it was actually the Danish that were the most hardcore raiders in England. Have you ever watched that show, Vikings? Ragnar Lothbrok? He's actually, if you look at the history, he's actually Danish. He's not from Norway. He's from Denmark. But I mean, those countries are like right next to each other, so they were all the same thing if you really think about it. So, but he was Danish. The Danish raided England harder than any of the other Scandinavian countries. A lot of times they did it together. So it's just, yeah. How old were you when you discovered Russians are Asians? Cool. I mixed black and Caucasian, but most of my Caucasian is Latvian. Latvian. What's Latvian? Where is that? That's a new one for me. Latvian, German, English, Irish, Dutch. Let's see here. Dr. Squirrel, thank you for the mini history session, Mr. Zach. You're welcome, Squirrel. Squirrel! Leslie is Pocahontas, Jewish, and Irish. Nice. And she likes her drink. Latvia. Interesting. Yeah, Leslie's native, Israel, and Irish. Wow, that's a crazy combination right there. All right, Mutant Artificial Intelligence. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us. Make sure in 8 minutes to check out the new Dogman story that's coming out tonight on my channel. Have a good night. Be safe. Love, peace, and chicken grease. And we will see you next week if you're available. That's crazy. Native, Israel, and Irish. Interesting. Interesting. Well, that's me. I got several things mixed in me. But I think French and Polish is the top two as far as percentage-wise. And then the Scandinavian section with the Ancestry DNA. It's circled Norway, Denmark, and part of Sweden. Because of Ancestry DNA, they kind of circle the areas where your bloodline is at. But they don't give you, like, specific, you know? And then there was some German. There's a few other little ones. But, yeah. The Mrs. Elf, 100% Mexicana. Let's see here. Artificial says, what's that? It sounds hot. American Indian. That's right. The true Americans. But does Leslie collect that check, though? She's part Indian. Does she get some money? That's what I want to know. Get that casino money. Get that money. That's right, Leslie. Get that paper.
This is a town called Bay.
Stupid commercials. Caught it. Nice. Chris Johnson, Spanish and English. Are you Puerto Rican? Or Dominican, maybe? Is that your Spanish side? Is it Dominican? Let's see here. I know it's most unlikely, but anyone knows ancestry connected to Antarctica before? I don't think so. I don't think anyone is actually from Antarctica. I didn't think it was livable down there because of its temperature. But then again, the coldest place on the planet supposedly is somewhere in a small town in Russia. Which I thought Antarctica was the coldest place on Earth, but supposedly it's a small town in Russia somewhere where it's like insanely cold. Let's see here. Spanglish. Nope, no checks. Oh, Leslie, dang. You must feel robbed. I know if I was part native, I'd be like, where's my money? I want my cut. Damn it. Let's see here. Scottish, and my family was born, recorded 1754, and my family have lived in the same area since then in the Scottish Highlands, and I am the first member of my family to leave the area. Wow, that's interesting. Wow, so you're like 100% Scottish. Like, that's... So you actually have, like, heritage. Like, I'm mixed with, like, 5 different heritages, so it's like... It's kind of hard when you're mixed with so many different countries. It's kind of hard to figure out what your culture should be. It's like you're a culture vulture because you don't have a culture of your own because you're mixed with everything. I could say I'm Viking, then I could say I'm Canadian, but I'm American. Wait a second. No, wait, I'm Polish. The hell? That's the problem with that. That's the problem. What culture do you cling to? I don't know. Your dad's Mexican and your mom is black, so that would make you a Blaxican. Yeah. That would make you black and Mexican. I mean, yeah, if you look down the gene pool, Mexican dates back to Spain, because Spain went to Mexico, mingled with the Aztecs, had lots of good lovin', and that's what became of what, you know, the Indians and all that stuff down there. And then the French tried to go down there and do the same thing, but the French got their ass beat over in Puebla, which was the true celebration of Cinco de Mayo is in Puebla, where they actually beat the French. So, just a little history on that. So, Puebla won the French, and that's why they celebrate Cinco de Mayo. It's actually not a holiday for all of Mexico. It's technically for Puebla. Official says I'm half Rican.
For 12 days only, you can
Well,
get
take a
an
shower.
rebate on
Jeez.
purchases. Shop $6.99.
That was a good one.
25% off on Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. Black Friday's 12 days of mattress deals are happening now at Ashley Home Store. Click the link
Gee,
in the
anybody
description
from
and save
Antarctica
20%
should definitely get a
for
check.
this home.
Stupid commercials.
On the blood-dimmed tide.
Let's see. Wait, you're half Rican too? Yeah, I haven't taken a shower, I guess, maybe. Maybe I'm Regan. Nope. Smells good to me. Anyways, guys, yeah, that was fun. Yeah, we had a little history check here. That's cool. And it gives me, you know, everybody's bloodline is from different parts of the world. That's awesome. That's really cool, yeah. And from time to time, we do get people in the live stream that are in Europe, South America, sometimes not much. But that's cool. I'd love to meet people from different parts of the world and learn different cultures and learn about their food, because I like to eat. So I love learning different things about food from different countries. Absolutely. I love food, so... Anyways, guys, it is 1 minute till the new video starts. We gotta end this thing, even though I don't want to. We're having fun. This has been a really fun live stream. This was really educational. It was a blast. I had lots of fun. Thank you, everybody that came. Shout out to East Bridge for the $5 donation. Shout out to Leslie Johnson for picking up that backpack. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. But, we are going to have to go for now, and we'll pick up next Thursday. Think of some good topics to talk about. Keep it fresh. Keep it moving. So, have a good night. It is now 9 o'clock. We gots to go because the new video is out.